Day 40, drum roll. That's a drum roll. Okay, so we have 50 days to go and we are hitting this thing real good, right? Thank God. Whoa. So I promised my story today from Job. The first time I really had an encounter with the book of Job, like it came alive from the Bible to my reality, was in my SS3. I had just written my WAEC. First background, I was by God's grace doing very well in school. Academically sound, everything sound, head girl, stuff. Coming first in class, straight A's in my junior WAEC, French included, Igbo included, everything was just bam. But all those things came because I struck a deal with a spirit being. That spirit being is Christ. I struck a deal. My classmates be watching this, so you guys might be adding one or two together. I did strike it though. Yeah, I've been always, by God's grace, sound, intelligent, even from my childhood, my primary school. But at the secondary school points, I struck a deal. So I told the Lord, I said, see, this is what I want. This in my academics. I will serve you forever. Anything you want, I will do. How it's easy to just start me dashing God vows that I did not send you. So God was doing it. Then in my SS3, I fell sick. I don't have to go into the details of that sickness because it was more spiritual than it was physical. There were a lot of transactions going on at the back, I'll share them in the future, but for those that this, underground, I've told you guys some of these things, but this is a larger public, I can't share those parts, so let's let it go. But things were happening and I couldn't, I wasn't concentrating, I was ill and all of that. If that was the year that we had to do maths, biology, all those major papers, chemistry, physics, we rewrote all of them because they said paper leak. Paper I did not see because me, I was even in the bed, on the bed in the hostel when anybody was doing any revision or look at anything. I did not see. So I managed to write the first time. They now said they cancel it. Surely that physics, Jesus Christ. Physics was not my friend. It was good in SS1, but from SS2, SS3, because I didn't really catch all the conversion. I didn't even get physics till the second time I was writing WAEC, because I wrote WAEC almost 3 times. So it was the third time that my deliverance came. Yes, that's the story of Job, right? We're talking about Job. So if you think I've suffered, I think I've suffered more. Let's put it that way, right? So this day now, the Lord cancelled everything. So we'll write it, and I managed to write it. Result mark comes out. I didn't make my maths. Hey, you don't make maths. Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And yes, I knew I didn't make that maths. The last part of SS classes, verses 3, there's further maths, and there's the kind of all those maths. I can't remember the names now, but there were things that look like statistics at the end that you really need to know, because WAEC used to have a compulsory question, and I don't know about now, but 2005, there used to be this compulsory set of questions that would come from that side. And that part was the period when I started getting this. I didn't even know what they were doing that side. Even though, yes, I've been trying to prepare for my WAEC since SS1. But it is what it is. I didn't do well. I had a pass. Hey, Jesus, I wanted to die. My God. I remember that I went from tongue talking, demon casting, literal demon casting. I was that student in the boarding house that was casting out demons, healing the sick, praying for people. I was that kind of student, So everyone says, this fire sister. Only one attack, only one issue. Fire sister dropped Bible, say she's not doing again. God. Why? Because all I was doing for the Lord was straight by barter. Looking at the story of Job now, that was what Christ, the Father, was trying to prove to Satan. Job is not serving me for trade by barter. Job is not serving me for what I'm giving. Because Satan was like, it's not because you're giving him wealth. It's not because you bless his children. Oh yeah, children, yeah, take it. You took it. And this one, the only thing that they left for Job was wife and his life. Everything else that any human being can have in this life, Job had and lost it. Back to my story, connection. Me, I was mad at God. I kept malice. I lost interest in praying. I was like, you're so unfaithful. Yeah, I said it to God. I was legit mad. I'm like, you're faithful. I've served you. I've done this for you. I've done that for you. I still naming things that grace enabled me to do. And we have mind though. God, if only we know that we're ignorant, the way God came and disgraced Job and these miserable comforters in this part that we saw today, where God finally spoke and spake, proving that, oh, look, I'm in a class of my own. No, I'm just helping you because I love you, not because of what you are doing or saying, So I was just giving my lips to God, all of that. One day, I was alone in the house. I can remember myself on that brown kitchen in my parlor, my father's parlor back then, at the estate where we're living. I remember the Lord just calling my name and just says, Annie. I'm like, when you just roll your eyes like, what's in this someone tell me get today? Because I was mad. Like, how can you disgrace me like this? When you have a problem, you don't know that life is more than, I didn't know life is more than WAEC. That's how it is. I didn't know that it was, this is how many years. So I'm 5 to 24. This 24 that we're doing this video now. This is, I don't know, again, that's a mass. I don't know. Oh my God, this is about maybe 19 years or so. Whatever, shall do the maths. But it's been a long time to get the gist now. So, back then, Father just came and said, can you show me where the foundation of the earth was? No, he said, first of all, go to Job 40. I heard it clear. At this point, I had not read my Bible in 3 weeks. I was just going to church because I'm the pastor's child. In fact, the good thing there was even that this time our house was far from the church, so there was no evening service. I was looking for evening services. I was just in my house doing my thing. And that was the period they were showing When You Are Mine. Remember When You Are Mine, Abi? I think those time when this kind of soap opera. So I would watch my soap opera, enjoy my life, and just be mad at God, like, hey, oh God, don't even call me. You're not gonna be thinking. I was that mad. And then God said, go to Job 40. That day I just relocked on this stood up, grabbed my Bible, took up the dust, no dust like we get what I mean now. I opened Job 40 and I was reading. They started to question me. Oh yeah, show me where the foundation of the earth was. Show me this one. Show me that one. By the time I finished listening, hey God, even me I felt stupid. I was one that was not begging. Me that thought that God was paying me, I now knew I was in debt. So he was like, hey, you just exposed my heart. So you are serving me for coming first. You are serving me for academic excellence. I want to give you an inheritance, not all those things. Those things are addition. Some people are serving God for cars, some are serving God for husbands. Some people, they've done 48 abortions. And then when they now told them that they are 48 seconds to menopause, because they don't want to menopause, they now revert everything to Sister Holy One J. Long skirts, big scarf. In fact, they will be blinding their neighbors on the church because I find it husband. My dear sister, if that's what you are doing, I'm sorry for you. Go marry brother. The brother may go marry, go be blooder. You cannot fool God though. See, Father wants love from us. Love that is genuine. You see, these things, angels can't give Father love. They can't give him love. Nobody can give Father love. It's just man. Father wants to see himself give back. And himself is me. Because I'm made in his image. The highest, I always tell you guys, the highest form of pleasure for Father is when he sees me, who is his son, me who looks like him, worship. When I give back to him, especially the sacrifice of my will, knowing fully well that I have options to do other things, but when we give it to Father, it's everything for him. And that's what Father was trying to tell through the story of Job. Learn from my story, don't be dumb. Years later, by God's grace, I've done well in school, I've had excellent grades, I've excelled. I mean, anybody that comes together will know that I'm not a dullard. I have it in my head, and it's not boast, it is grace, it's giving. But this time around, it's not a grace that I'm using because, okay, trade by barter, Father, be helping me, so that's, no. It's not like, Father, I genuinely need your help, and I draw from his wisdom, and I do what I have to do. At the same time, I'm doing for him what he's asking me to do because I love him. Not because I want a car, not because I want to be famous, not because I want to have a house, not because I want to get married, because I want children and all of that. You've also heard the story from the part of when I had to have my child and all of that. Another day we'll do it. I think I have to sit down and do a video for that one. For those that may not have the strength to be reading my blog, but I've shared my story, so I'm not going to bring that in here because this is going to make it longer than I want it to be. So please and please and please do not accept the Lord for what you are getting. If that's your heart's posture right now, I want you to repent before the Lord and tell Him to give you a desire, a genuine one to serve Him, where you can say like Job, I'm sorry, you are my God. Despite everything, God still judged Job faithful. I hope that He will judge us faithful when we go through our test. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself.